Hey everyone, welcome back to 996 The Howl. Finally, the registration to vote for the new Coyotes Tempe Arena is open. So, Tempe residents, please, if you haven't already, go register to vote. Voting begins on or before May 16th, as you can see on three propositions. For everyone else, here are the facts. Let's not get bogged down in information that's bad, misleading information. This site, obviously it's created by the Coyotes who want you to vote yes, but it's mainly just facts. No real bias toward or lying or misleading information here. It's just the facts. Let's get the facts out there. If you don't agree with the facts, then that's an opinion to have, and you can say you vote no. But, a lot of people from around the hockey nation probably don't know the minute details of this proposed arena in Tempe. So we're going to go into it. We're going to go deep diving on this. And hopefully everyone has a better picture who didn't before of what the actual arena entails and all the benefits it has to Tempe, Arizona, and not just the Arizona Coyotes and Coyotes fans. So we're gonna go into it right here. So this is an overview of what's really actually happening. So by the numbers, 300,000 square feet of upscale retail, including fine dining and shopping destinations and a public ice rink, 16,000 seat capacity multi-purpose arena, which will be the new home of the Arizona Coyotes, 3,000 seat capacity music venue for intimate performances. I believe that's going to be outside or a separate building in itself. Doesn't go into too much detail there. You're going to have 350,000 square feet of Class A office space, 1,600 plus residential units in the form of condos, and 500 hotel rooms, including a boutique and convention hotel. So, what currently is in this spot? Well, it's a transformation of a city trash landfill to a regional landmark. This landfill caught on fire last year, so right now it's just a massive dump that catches on fire. This is going to bring hockey back to Tempe, which it already is at Mullet Arena, but obviously in a more professional and official way with a full, state of the art NHL arena. No public taxpayer dollars are put at risk as the project will be built with private funds. Very important. I know that's just a little blurb. We're going to go and deep dive into what that actually means. But in general, this is a privately funded project by Alex Morello and the Arizona Coyotes group. This isn't taking money from public funds or taxes like, they're proposing to do in Calgary. So that's a positive. 6,900 new permanent jobs will be created once all these facilities are created. That's really good. Almost 7,000 jobs are going to be created when right now it's just a landfill, a dump. A net new tax generation of $215 million to Tempe, the same or just $10 million more to Maricopa County, and $1 billion to the state of Arizona over the next 30 years. So this is an investment for the city of Tempe and the surrounding areas and the state as a whole that they will be generating money from this project. It's not just the Coyotes who are benefiting from getting the arena they want and the extracurriculars. We'll go down a little bit more. So the three propositions will transform a landfill to a landmark along Tempe Town Lake, fulfilling the vision for vibrancy along the Rio Salado, creating thousands of permanent jobs and building the first privately funded sports and entertainment district in the history of Arizona with no risk to the taxpayers or the city of Tempe. I mean, that's a pretty bold statement, but it's true. And we'll get into that a bit later. It's transformational. The three propositions is a continuation of the vision of vibrancy. I guess I already said that. Fully integrating with the Rio Salado and Beach Master Plan and Tempe's stated goals to create spaces for both special events and daily activities, increase connectivity along Tempe Town Lake, encourage both active and recreational activities, as well as promote sustainability which, if you turn just a trash dump into this, I'm sure it's somewhat sustainable, better than just dumping trash there. Privately financed, or like I already said, the three propositions will be the single largest private sector investment in Tempe's history with no risk to taxpayers or the city of Tempe. The Coyotes themselves will invest $2.1 billion in private funds into the site to transform it from landfill into a vibrant, they love that word, vibrant, 365-day-a-year mixed-use entertainment district with retail, hospitality, office, and residential uses. It is also community focused. The three propositions are all for Tempe, a 54,000 square foot practice arena that will be open for the public use and youth hockey. $7 million invested in public art throughout the development, a 3,000 plus person theater for shows and performances, over 1,600 residential units, 2 hotels, dining, shopping, and entertainment for all tastes. The variety of uses will be complementary and foster a community environment for all to enjoy. So maybe a little bit of repetition there, but don't fret. We'll get into the details quickly. We'll start with it went away. Community benefits, or how. Let's start with how it works first. We pretty much know how it works, but this actually dives in. So, the Coyotes are proposing a single largest private sector investment in Tempe's history. The Coyotes will invest $2.1 billion of private funds into the site. I already said that. From the 60s to the mid-70s, the city of Tempe utilized the site as a trash dump. So it's actually been a trash dump for 60 years, or only for those years. It's still a dump. It is estimated that 1.5 million tons of trash will need to be removed to make the site developable. So either way, so the Tempe residents need to understand that it's not just voting no on the Coyotes. It's going to cost so much money, even though it's not costing them anything. We'll get into the details hopefully later, where if you're a Tempe resident and you're afraid or skeptical that your money is going towards this project, the only way that your money is going towards this project is if you spend money in the actual project. So once it's developed, the only way your money and taxes are going to the Coyotes is if you buy something or go visit it, and the sales tax is going to go towards the Coyotes. So if you're completely against it and you don't want to spend any money, you aren't going to spend money on it. If you just don't go visit it, none of your money or taxes are going to go into the project. And either way, whether it's the Coyotes or some other development, if it gets voted no, the city is going to have to spend money to remove the trash and remove the landfill and make it something. At least the Coyotes are actually going to spend their own money to, recover the landfill and take out the trash themselves with their own money. I'm sure I'll say it here. The current use of the site is limited to a maintenance facility for city vehicles. It's time to change that. The variety of uses will be complementary and foster a community environment for its new residents, as well as create a unique destination for local, national, and international visitors to Tempe. There will be an additional $200 million funds necessary to clean up the site and improve the public infrastructure. It's important to keep in mind that this is a necessary obligation of the city if they want to redevelop this property regardless of the project. So, that's pretty much what I said. Our proposal allows the city to achieve this goal without raising taxes or using current city revenues by issuing public infrastructure bonds sold to private investors. These bonds will be standalone and no taxpayer dollars will be at risk. General fund revenues will not be used. Credit rating of the city will not be affected. Payments of the bonds will come from 3 sources: tax and parking revenues generated on site by the project. Developer will impose a voluntary surcharge on retail sales at the project. Real estate tax assessment lines will attach to the $2.1 billion in private improvements of the project for the life of the bonds. So, exactly what I said. So the developer is going to put sales tax charges on retail at the site. So the only way you're giving money to the Coyotes if you buy something or visit the site. and parking revenues, and like I said, taxes will also go to the Coyotes. That's the way they're going to generate money, is by selling stuff within the site. They're not going to make money off the taxpayers at all outside of the site and who don't want to visit the site. The bonds will be used to remediate and remove 1.5 million tons of trash located on site. So, like I said, the Coyotes are going to use their own, sort of bonds to clean up the site. It won't be strictly the city paying to clean up the site. Whereas if it was a different developer, maybe they would want the city to spend the money to clean the site because, hey, it's your city, your trash. You got to clean it up for us. Whereas the Coyotes are willing to clean it up themselves. Remember, this is something the city will have to do on this property regardless of the type of project being proposed for this land. Construction of the city-owned parking garage. Yes, that's what the bonds will be used to. And cost of clearing title to the property. Again, something the city will have to do regardless of the type of project being proposed for the land. And now we'll go to community benefits. Let's see how the residents of Tempe are benefiting. So, new job creation project will create almost 7,000 permanent jobs in Tempe, 8,700 in Maricopa County, 9,100 jobs in the state of Arizona. Developer commitment to pay the prevailing wage for major arena subcontractors. Economic generator over the next 30 years. The development is projected to generate net new taxes. I already covered that. And new direct spending of $13.1 billion into the Tempe economy. Inclusive environment, developer commitment of $1 million. Investment to design and construct specific locations within the arena for sensory rooms and aid stations to create an inclusive environment for individuals with special needs. City usage benefits. City will have $75 million of exclusive usage of the various facilities within the project. Multimodal transportation incentives, partnership with Valley Metro Rail for arena tickets to be used as same-day rail passes. That's pretty good. So if you want to get on the Metro Rail, go to the arena, your arena ticket will be used as a all-day rail pass or same day. Additionally, for high-capacity events, developer will pay for regular shuttle service to the two closest Valley Metro Rail stops. So the Coyotes will be having a shuttle service for big capacity events. That's pretty good for residents. It complies with Tempe's 2018 master plan vision for Rio Salado. Project creates spaces for special events and everyday enjoyment along the pathway and will be complementary to Tempe Town Lake, fostering additional pedestrian and bicycle usage. Public art displays. Commitment to provide $7 million in public art within the project. Anchor investor contribution to a Tempe workforce housing fund. Developer commitment to a $2 million contribution into the Tempe Coalition for Affordable Housing. That's important. I actually didn't read this before. So some of the main opponents to this was Sky Harbor in Phoenix, which that kind of got, diffused, and now they're sort of changing their tune on like the runway length and the decibel volumes. That's been pretty much, like I said, diffused from facts and all the research done by the Coyotes before submitting this proposal. It's all in line with all the regulations in place. The other ones were the union. There was a union board that wanted first dibs at the contracting for the arena. So I think here the Coyotes are also going to commit some money to hire those unions. And there was also a group of people who said this land would be better used for affordable housing. So, it looks like the Coyotes are also committed to contributing to affordable housing as well. So that's good on the Coyotes. Community support, Layden Accardo's mom, Layden Accardo passed away. She was in the Ring of Honor for the Coyotes. Her mom lent support. Colin Morrison is a U.S. veteran who has a lot of veteran hockey charities. And Lindsay Fry also gave a testimonial. Lindsay Fry, all around the Coyotes. Pretty sure she spearheaded skating for Layden. She's also on a radio broadcast for the Coyotes as color commentator. She has a lot of stuff also for women's hockey in Arizona. So there's a bunch of endorsements here. And yeah, you can see endorsements. I'm pretty sure there's a list of names here. I'm not going to go through them all. But I'll end it there on a tour video as I do the outro. Just wanted to just put it all out there. What is actually happening in Tempe, Arizona? It's not just a hockey arena. You got condos, hotels, shopping centers. I mean, look at this video. Obviously, renditions of what it will look like are always exaggerated. It won't look exactly like this to a T, but it's just basically going to transform the Tempe area. They're going to put a lot of money into this. Alex Morello, a billionaire, yes, but he wants to help the Coyotes and help the city of Tempe and pretty much put it on a national stage that it's a place you should visit. I'm loving the rendition of the arena. It kind of looks like a cowboy hat, almost rivaling the Saddle Dome look there a little bit. But yeah, on, by Riverside, yes, there's water in Arizona. Just it looks like a complete project. It's just not an arena for hockey. It's so many other things. It's creating permanent jobs. It's helping the Tempe residents to just uplift their city and gain more attraction and tourists to their city with all these different variety of things. And make it a main city that people want to go to in Arizona. So they're not just going to Phoenix and Scottsdale. Now they got to stop by Tempe and experience what this is all about. All these extra things like the condos, hotels, the shopping center, the dining, that's obviously going to be built after the Coyotes arena gets built. Hopefully it gets built. So once the Coyotes arena is built and everyone says, oh, it doesn't look like the renditions. Where's all the buildings? Where's the city life? Where's all this greenery and stuff? It's like what's happening in Tampa. I think they finally finished or they're just putting the finishing touches of transforming the area around the arena. So obviously the arena will be first. So if you see pictures of, oh, they're only building an arena, they're lying about all these other things. Like those other things will come after. The most important thing is to get the arena up and running because they only have a 3-year lease at Mullet with an option for a 4th year. And I'm pretty sure they're going to take that 4th year option considering the vote is in the middle of May of 2023. And that would be literally 1 year already of Mullet Arena, one NHL season. So they're going to take probably the 4th option for the 4th season at Mullet. But yeah, hopefully this was a quick video. Don't really see the timer here. But not too much analysis. Just want to put all the facts out there. You guys can visit the site, come up with your own opinion and basically expose that to other people who aren't, focusing on the Coyotes or following the arena updates so much that this is what it all entails. There's nothing hiding, no devils in the details. This is exactly what you're going to get. So thank you for watching. If you like what you see, spread the word. And as always, thank you for your support.